Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your full moon in Gemini reading. Please take what resonates, release what doesn't. This full moon is taking place on the 4th of December at 12 degrees. So the sun will be at 12 degrees of Sagittarius, the moon will be at 12 degrees of Gemini. You can take a look at where those degrees lie in your natal chart, and that will give you additional information on what houses are being activated. All right, so let's see. This message is for the sign of Aquarius. First card shows up is the Three of Cups. This typically talks about a celebration, a reunion. I'm kind of feeling, and like I was going to say, I'm kind of feeling a different vibe. And I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, and there's the Five of Wands. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like this is an illusion. I'm kind of feeling like this is an energy that maybe is a wish fulfillment. The Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and underneath that is the Four of Swords. So I kind of feel like somebody's going to squash that reunion, this reconciliation, or this reunion of a celebration, of a getting together, a gathering, some sort of energy like that. With the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck, I feel like this is the reason I feel like this is being rejected, this reunion or this gathering or this celebration. I feel like there's too much conflict, drama. Um, it just like the Five of Wands is an intense energy of conflict, drama, chaos, that sort of thing. It gives me the vibe of somebody denying or saying, rejecting, like, no, right? No. I like peace. I like, stability, security. I'm not looking, this is somebody who's not interested. So I feel like this, whatever this reconciliation, reunion, or this gathering is, I don't feel like it's going to go through. Wow, look. Nine of Wands. We've seen the Five of Wands and Nine of Wands. We're seeing the Two of Wands. Somebody's making a choice and a decision. Somebody's putting this is the wounded warrior energy when we look at the Nine of Wands. And I feel like somebody's putting all of that stuff. And I feel what they're putting, when I say all that stuff, that I feel they're putting behind them. I feel like it's talking about connections, right? Relationships, friendships, connections that have just been very challenging. Five of Wands that have always came or always involved a lot of chaos, drama, commotion, just like too much. Somebody is making a choice and a decision to put that behind them. They took their power back. They're heading in a new direction. They're moving forward into something more solid, more stable, more grounded is the energy I'm seeing. So let's grab a couple more energies. Next energy that comes up. Yeah, look at this. They're seeing through the veil. They're making choices and decisions from a higher place, from a knowing, like a knowing that they can see through a situation. Like if I go to this gathering or this reunion or this whatever this celebration is, right? They can see what's coming. They probably could end up being like, I don't know why I'm saying this, but targeted in regards to some sort of chaos, drama, conflict. I just feel like bullshit. Is really how I'm feeling with this energy. And I definitely feel that because at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. This is somebody who is making a head over heart decisions. This is somebody who is seeing. It may not be an easy choice for someone when you see this Three of Swords like that, because this could be an energy of somebody who feels a lot of love, in a situation or for certain people, but it just feels like to me there's like a karmic or a cycle, like a cycle that repetitively keeps happening, and somebody's ending it. They're ending that cycle and they're going into a new cycle. I feel like somebody who's cutting this off, they're making a choice or a decision. We got the Lovers card. Underneath that, there's the Tower to the Devil card. I feel like somebody is like literally bringing down a house of cards and making a choice and decision to cut off an energy that has been very challenging, and I feel for a very long time. I feel like they are kind of like when you hear people talk about curse breakers, or people who break cycles. This is what I'm feeling. Somebody is breaking a toxic cycle, a cycle that's brought a lot of challenges, conflict, drama into their life. They're seeing it for what it is. They're no longer, like turning a blind eye or pretending it's better than it was. It's like accepting a shit show for a shit show and cutting it off. Like I feel like they're breaking a cycle. So let's keep moving. Let's grab a couple more energies. Let's see what other messages want to come out in this deck. This is a beautiful energy. I feel that's going to be coming through as a result of all of this. I definitely feel a major uh, change and enhancement in some way, probably because you're being tested by the universe and you pass the test. There's the Three of Wands. A lot of wand energy showing up for you, Aquarius. Um, with the Three of Wands, this is somebody making a choice and a decision. They've already made it. It's been made. They already are standing confident about turning their back on the past, taking their power with them, and moving forward towards the future and this new beginning. I got to point something out because this is the only deck I got that has this. The nine of wands, I'm sorry, the nine of wands looking like this. And you see all them wands, like somebody's created a lot of obstacles, challenges, burdens, a lot of baggage this person has had to overcome in their lifetime. They're resting, rejuvenating, reconnecting to themselves, that sort of energy, stepping back into their power. When they stand up, they're standing up on that Ace of Pentacles, a whole new world. They're stepping into a world of more stability, security. I feel in their monetary or in their physical way anyway. I do feel strongly for some it will be monetary. There's the Ace of Pentacles. That is that ace right there, that Ace of Pentacles in front of that wounded warrior, that when they step back into their power, they turn their back on the past, they move towards their ship. This is going to be a whole new world for them. This is going to be something very stable, very prosperous and abundant. It's like giving the Ace of Pentacles and the opportunity to nurture and grow, evolve, develop whatever that pentacle, that opportunity, that seed is. I just don't feel like the past can come with it, right? We got the Queen of Wands. This is something that's happening behind the scenes. Somebody is not seeing this. I kind of feel there is this energy. Wow, Knight of Swords. I feel this Knight of Swords is connected to that Three of Cups. I feel that Knight of Swords is somebody who wants to come in really quick. Again, I feel like reunite, get together, invite you to a celebration, something like that. Whatever I am picking up on, it feels to me like you've already have enough bad experiences with getting together with these people, or that it does feel like these people, to know that this is not going to work out in a good way. I already feel the vibe of this. Underneath the Knight of Swords, yes, is, look, underneath the Knight of Swords is the Hermit card to the Star card. And then underneath that is the Strength card. Somebody has already healed from a situation. They've evolved, they've ascended, they've gone within, they see things differently. They are much wiser. They've healed, they're wiser, they're standing in their strength, and they're not falling. This feels to me like a let us invite you over and then we're all going to be mean to you, or whatever kind of situation. It doesn't even have to be like that, but I do feel like it will be surrounded with drama and conflict and chaos. It just feels like that. Now, these two energies popped up just like this. We got the Hanged Man and the Judgment in reverse, and this is talking about this group. I feel like there's negative judgment. I feel like somebody's caught up in something. They're experiencing something, a lot of loss. I feel like a lot of bad karma could be in regards to this 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely feels like it's in regards to a Ten of Pentacles. So let's keep moving forward. This is possibly why somebody wants to come in quick. Um, offer you some sort of reconciliation or getting together, trying to be. This is somebody who's trying to like pretend like they love and care about you and this, that, and the third thing, but they do not, right? This is, they have an ulterior motive. There's a three of swords right here. I feel like that's that wounded warrior energy, which I was just talking to you about, where I feel like they've healed. They're catching their breath right now. They're taking their power back. I feel like whatever that energy was is the rightful owner of this Ten of Pentacles. I feel like there was a lot of betrayal, heartbreak, um, like whatever this was in the past. I feel like it was like almost coming from a group of people um, who are probably recognizing right now that they're all caught up in something they don't want to be caught up in, experiencing some serious bad karma is how I'm feeling with this judgment in reverse. Let's keep moving forward. Yeah, Saturn is direct now, and it is going to not be taking any prisoners. Saturn is the ruler of timing, karma, right? And it's in the last few degrees of Pisces, which talks about closing out old cycles. It talks about, showing, like ripping masks off hidden enemies, like those people being exposed. There's a lot of that's taking place right now. I feel like a lot of these hidden enemies are going to wish that they could reconcile, celebrate with you again. I don't like, this is it. Like, I feel celebrate with you, your accomplishments. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck, but this is somebody standing their ground, defending themselves, protecting what they've built, what they've established, whether it be their peace of mind, their sanity, their emotions, whatever this is, somebody is protecting it at all costs. It's probably taken them quite a while to get to this point of receiving this wish fulfillment. And someone here is not going to be, lured back into a prior situation that was toxic, that just wasn't for someone's greater good, that wasn't healthy or happy for someone. Yeah. In the past, something has happened. In the past, there has been this energy. I almost feel Mean Girl Club when I see that Three of Cups up there. Like a bunch of people tee hee tee haw, and it's all fun and games until karma starts knocking on doors and saying, now you got to pay that debt, right? You did all the most and now you're caught up. Like, I feel people could have really been maybe even prematurely celebrating something, and now they're losing it all. They're stuck. There's no way out. They got to really face the truth of whatever that situation is, and it doesn't look like it's a good thing because the judgment is in reverse. Meanwhile, whoever this was who got beat down by a bunch of mean girls or some shit like that, that something happened in the past, right? This energy is this. These energies that were doing this are getting kicked out. I've only started doing these full moon readings recently, so I've only got a couple in, and I've seen this tower come out several times. Uranus, the ruler of this tower, is sitting in Taurus right now. So if there have been a bunch of like I'm going to just say it like mean girls, because that's just how I'm feeling, or a group of people, whoever these people were, in the past were doing something, right? I kind of feel like not only are they being exposed, they're being cast out, but that Uranus is going to crumble their material world. So, like, say this is somebody who thought it was so funny to do the most because they had all kinds of money to be able to, get this done, get that done, do this, do the most, right? To cause hardships, obstacles, challenges. Well, they're not going to have to worry about doing that anymore because their money will be drained from them in one way, shape, or form. With Uranus, Uranus is going to take away everything in their physical world that they didn't value or appreciate. Um, and you can tell because of what they chose to do, right? Okay, so yeah, look, bottom of the deck, the world card. There is going to be a completion. There is going to be a tower. All right, let's look at this Two of Swords now, what somebody can see. So, somebody sees this King of Wands. So somebody sees them, they see the way forward. They see how to be the leader of their own life, how to make fresh steps, new moves, heading towards new beginnings. They see, somebody sees that whatever this was in the past, they don't want any part of. they just don't want any part of. They're taking their leadership action. And look at that. 8 of Wands flew right out. I had to pick it up off the floor. They're taking their power. They're taking their essence, they're taking their energy, and they're advancing towards the future, towards stability, towards security. So again, a bunch of clowns, it feels like to me, who all grouped together and did the most in the past, racked themselves up some serious karma. Doesn't look good with the judgment under in reverse. And I also feel whoever this was directed at is now seeing the truth for what it truly is, and they are stable and they are powerful in themselves, confidently moving forward, being the leader of their own life. Like where they at one point in time may have been beaten down, they're not beaten down anymore. Now they're standing tall, now they're standing solid, now they're moving forward. Next card that comes up is the 5 of Cups. Somebody is going to feel this loss. There is no doubt about it. As someone moves forward to the future, somebody is really going to feel the emotional. They're going to, like, this is going to be a serious loss that somebody is being, left behind. They're not going to be included in. They're not going to be a part of. They've done something that obviously warrants this happening. This is their karma. Yeah, they're not moving forward. They're going to be probably crying over someone's new beginnings. They're going to be crying over someone's victory, over someone's moving forward, of someone like standing in their power. I did see the king and the queen. Somebody has mastered something. They've mastered a realm of action that they take, and who they're bringing with them, or who is going to, be standing around them or associated with them during this. 3 of Pentacles is the next card up. Somebody has worked hard to grow, evolve, and ascend. We see the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I feel like not only is this person very ignited when it comes to their passion, their ambition, their leadership, but they're also really at a good place within their heart, their spirit, right? Somebody wanted them in that energy, and this is what somebody's protecting themselves up from. Somebody is protecting themselves from and cutting off an energy that wanted to keep them almost like beat down by life, overthinking, overanalyzing, stressed about making choices, decisions, this, that, and the other thing. There was something very significant about keeping someone in a lower vibrational energy. And I feel like it was to block, hide, or deceive someone for, this is like the third, fourth, fifth time in this reading, the 10 of Pentacles. Something that belonged to somebody. Wow. Justice card, the Sun card, the Hermit card, exposing. Look, let me move these up, right? Like there is going to be justice served. Somebody really tried. Like if somebody was trying to keep somebody lost, confused, in a low vibration, unable to see something, they've seen. The snake is discovered. There's an ending, the Death card here, of whatever this was. There was an injustice that has happened in the past. I feel like it's over money. So this could have been, take what resonates. Like I feel like that was the intention by keeping somebody down, confused, stressed out. Like even this, like, some people could have walked around, you know, speaking ill on you, projecting, maybe saying something's wrong with you, like in the mind. And I don't know, but it's over 10 of Pentacles. That much I do know. It showed up too many times this reading. Someone's going to, and I seen that Judgment card in reverse, and I see this Justice card upright. If this was an illegal situation, like somebody is going, that's where the Hangman shows up. They're going to be stuck. They're going to be restricted. They're going to be confined. They're going to be losing some stuff. I seen that happening. It felt like a group of mean girls who thought they were getting away and celebrated some sort of victory, only to recognize that they didn't get away with anything at all, that karma and timing hadn't caught up to them, and now it's catching up to them. And I feel the reason it's catching up to them is because whoever I'm reading for, you've seen something for it, what it was, and you declined or rejected an invitation of some sort, to a gathering, to almost makes me feel like where someone was going to set you up, but you could see something. The next messages that are coming out, these are from the mindful messages. This is just to give you some guidance and support and hope it helps you along your journey. This message says new adventures. Today I open myself up to new adventures. I go out and do something I've been holding back from. I move through the fear rather than let it control me. I trust my intuition and follow my desires. And yes, there was a group of people who really wanted somebody stuck in fear, like afraid to take action, afraid to, make choices, decisions, to see something clearly. That sort of energy, that's not going down. The next card that shows up, it does say I am enough on it. It says self appreciation. I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself, find a comfortable space, and bring a pen and paper. I will write a letter of appreciation to myself where I will pour love into who I am and all that I do. Yes, appreciate yourself, self love, very important. Big energy here. A lot of major arcana cards showing up with this reading as well. So this is does feel like to me a really big life change that is happening, but I don't feel like it's a challenging one, right? It more gives me the feel like I'm okay just ditching this energy of lower vibrational things, like I said, like if this was a bunch of like a group that wanted to invite you somewhere, they kind of wanted to invite you there to like laugh at you, to, like make you feel small, to some sort of bullshit like that. I feel like this is an epic backfire. I kind of feel like there's something about this reading that's saying to me, I don't even want to go. I'm not even interested. Like, I don't need, like I'm looking for quality over quantity. And it feels to me like you have the quantity written on you versus the quality. It just gives me that information. No tea, no shade. I'm not trying to, say anything about anyone. I'm just saying the energy I feel. The next card that comes up says food. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating, visualizing the nutrients I am consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing the food. So that's very interesting. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely feel that energy. It feels like somebody, like I said, somebody's really looking, and I don't even feel like they're looking. I feel like they're actively enhancing um, their life in a healthy way. So I don't feel like it's just about their food. I feel like it's their mind, body, and their spirit. Like I feel like they're more cautious of the energies that are associating with, connecting with, being part of, that sort of thing. There just feels to me like there's an energy that something has to go. You're just not resonating with it. I did see again, like discovery of that snake, and this situation is ending, right? With the death card. The death card can indicate a transformation. And some of you guys do have relationships or connections that maybe will go through a transformation. But for the most part, for this reading that I'm picking up on, I'm not getting that. I'm getting the energy of like you are cutting off situations. You're no longer allowing those access to your energy, to your time, to whatever this is, because they're not like legitimately sincere, authentic energies that are looking at your greater good. They're looking at something not so good. Oh, I'm sorry about how blurry this is. The next card that comes up, let's see if I can clarify. I didn't even realize that the sun was all gone down now. Um, there is magic and miracles all around me. Where others see coincidence, I see evidence of life synchronicities. I love filling life with wonder and magic in ways. It's way more fun that way. So, yeah, somebody is manifesting. They're manifesting higher vibrations. Stars are higher vibrational energies. These are wish fulfillments. These are miracles. You don't get them when you're a low vibrational energy. A lot of times you don't get them when you are connected to low vibrational energies, like that kind of you gets cut off for you, right? So I feel like someone's connecting some dots. The next card that comes up says fuel. I enjoy doing things that fuel me. It feels great to do things for myself just as much as I do for others. When I make sure I am taken care of, I can better show up for those in my life and for the work that I do. Yeah, somebody, this feels 100 to me, like somebody's choosing quality over quantity, and some people aren't making the cut. That's just the energy I'm feeling. And the last card that's coming up for you says conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. And I did pick that energy up when I was talking about somebody wants, they're more about this healthy mind, body, and spirit. And that does include the energy you connect with or you associate with, the things that are around you. So I kind of feel someone's going through an ascension and there's just energies that don't align, right? That these energies may want to sabotage or be angry or bitter, whatever it is, because somebody wants better. That's not the somebody's problem, right? That's the energies that are all hating. So I'm sorry about the blurriness. I didn't realize that the sun was going to be down so soon. So do apologize for that, but I do hope this message helps you in some way, shape, or form. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. That really does help. I appreciate you. I send you love and light.